Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye Despair. Last time we left off, kind of holding out for its, I guess it's kiss, but really, we were getting closer, but we realized that the room seemed a bit fake, you know. It definitely seemed, interesting, but it turns out the conference room was to dress up like the music venue due to its curtain, and that the camera was cut out, so now we're getting onto that, and yeah, I guess we're about to see what happens at this point. So yeah, what the killer did was,
Make the music theme, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid! That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense to mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
not gonna lie, I'm a little lost, but yeah, maybe something. So the killer made it. It's gotta be that. Music venue curtain. Ah, the candle.
I can prove it with
Yeah, I
this.
just walked down that one.
You're referring to the candle and the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Oh, here's the thing. You know who's in the
That's why the killer
hospital,
used a
right?
candle as film
It
lighting
might be
instead.
her.
Which means, are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used? That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's Tengen video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Spinning with the costume, but the Babuki's body was at the music venue, which means there's a fake somewhere. That fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
I should have noticed by the
The
hair.
killer
That was
put on
fun.
a hospital gown, wore a hip bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim. By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. The moment I was already in the killer's trap, and the one who set the trap for me was, I think, it's fucking Mikon.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video?
I think
just
it's
so
Mikon.
Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. I think, could go without saying, I think it's Mikon. Mikon Samuki.
You're the only one! Mikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right. A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from the rest without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. Must be mentioning thoughts, so it's better for you to in the audience said.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I can kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think. Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a
Well,
slow,
think back
wicked
to the people
woman.
who poked fun at her, mainly that small bitch.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary. It's fine. I've been like this for a long time.
It's gotta be her.
Tournament for social punching bags. I easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me
She's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? It would make sense that she is the only person that makes sense that ties along with this. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this.
Is Nagito gonna back me up on this?
Missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along. From the very beginning.
He is backing me up.
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Yakato got me in Danganronpa 1 in a nutshell.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh? More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Huh? Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? The rope is taken for hanging.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Strangler.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
But it was used to kill.
While hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? That must be it. So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Does someone want to ask you? There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see, I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Nikon?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you? You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Nikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
It would have been easy to
That's
tell.
why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Nikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Nikon because she was nursing her.
So Nikon volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Nikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Nikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat
Well,
you
aside
up.
from the hope part, it all makes sense.
I'm really not the killer.
Remember when Mikon had that little spike in like the second chapter?
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. Because if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh shit. Everything's getting darkened around here.
Ah, so in the end, we're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mika!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? You forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying.
It's kind of like Celeste, where she freaked out because like everyone was just destroying all of her arguments.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me! Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video. It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
It could be. Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. AC temperature. Honestly, I don't think it's any of these. Or just to hold it.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Shit.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't put so hesitant, don't run away. No one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Fuck.
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able. So please, Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I can, but god, that camera angle comes in fast.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
I got an idea of how I can do this.
There's no way you'd be able. So please, Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake. I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag is the hospital gown, or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video, just from that camera angle.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Nikon, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself? The only reason Nikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Mine.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it.
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that handbag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that Phil was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you're done. Ta-da! There's no mistake, but that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Yeah. I'll be there in a sec.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer.
So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. Time for the first panic talk action. Well, dinner is ready, so I'm gonna pause this real quick, and then we're gonna continue back. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back. All right, we're here. All right, let's continue. It's time for the third panic talk action. It's probably gonna be my last stop during the cost child. Please hear me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with the last map button. Below the timer marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. At this point, you'll need one bullet to destroy one mark. If you have bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshes based on how well you keep the tempo. You get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be fresh, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. Your difficulty level is such gentle, you do not need to reload. This was pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanation for the cost trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Just wait, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it.
forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to pay customers with bonus prices.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
No More Heroes 2. Buy it.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
It's time.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
I didn't even see the last comic.
The key to this incident
Wow.
is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was bleeding ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music video and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head.
It's not quite there yet.
Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music video from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music video and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room.
Hey, I'm glad it's not Kazuchi. Hope he lives.
After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyogo's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Negative pointing his fingers up. Maybe I should start slowly moving away.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
Nagito Part 2!
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
What the fuck?
Mikon, what has happened to you? Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Oh well. I likely gotta be. Hey, let's go! Woo! Logic kind, action kind. It's cause I'm Gucci.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
The feeling of despair. There's something more to that. Well, Mikon Sumiki is the killer.
Well now,
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened guild 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki.
damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. He's saying Mikon, the one who nurses back to health, was the one who killed him?
Won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? We planned to kill him from the start while you were nursing him! Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too? You say? I know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She's the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. It just was despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
what?
Huh? Hajime? Something crossed your mind. Oh shit. My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right. Mikon felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Aikane had.
It cannot be.
And because of their disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name, despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. You know of those two girls that took on the entire world, you know? Like, the names were Mukuro Ikusaba and Junko Namashima. Kinda like those two. Ultimate despair? Nagato is like, even I didn't just... Nagato, oh goddamn, I messed it up. Even I ain't even insane as that crazy bitch! That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. You know what? I was planning for a line, not gonna lie, that was gonna be scripted for Hiyoko. Because originally, when we spotted her body, I was gonna say, the bitch had it coming. But I forgot about that, so yeah. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair, instead of for the sake of hope? There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong? That's wrong!
For the sake of my beloved.
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me because
Oh god.
they gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to just sharing all that is truly
Love.
is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Because you're also someone who isn't infected by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. Oh, this freedom, this feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil. Now I'm just looking out through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me in water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope and despair? It's love, only love. Nagito, is this really the despair that you were talking about?
this is...
It seems like I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. Haha, what a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this makes you remember something and end up like this,
despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I am the person I am today because of many relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me.
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikon? She's the real Mikon? Mikon, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that! There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikon. Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that world and the organization that you were all worrying about.
You serious?
You know? No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. What the fuck is that? Future Foundation? Future? That's right. That symbol in the ancient ruins door. Oh. Future Foundation was written on the door. The same of the Hope's Peak Academy. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is a role in. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves. What the heck? This ain't a comic book, you know? As for their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Manami? Huh? I knew it! Manami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Boo! Manami and I are members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own. I was controlled by that crazy bitch, Choco!
hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikon, if you really do remember, then you know already. You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Oh, of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Ah, hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is. But who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything. Mikon, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time up with now? The past. The past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend. Sigh, that doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are. Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. The story about our stolen school lives. So it's true all along. Our memories were taken away. If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take a sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now? Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikon Sumiki.
So it's over, Mitsuruya. Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
This is a lot different from Celeste. That is crazy bitch compared to fucking greedy bitch. So she's going to what is supposedly the ultimate despair. Is she going to the sun? Oh, she's just gone. That was fucking lame. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hayoki Seonji was Mika Tsumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed a crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikon from earlier? Was that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. She ended up like that just from remembering, and all along, Mikon was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even her words were influenced by the despair disease, and that disease turned her into that. If she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's all take all this despair and change it into hope. That isn't possible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we fought, we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible. It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too. Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor is still alive, as proof. See how fine Monami looks right now. Not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right? What does that make you, Fiend? You did say that you're different than the Monami. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye's made of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order for you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Islands Beach. An old friend would be waiting there. Old friend? Could it be Nekomaru? Is it? Isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe. How should I say this? I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. You're not wrong. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but three of our friends just died, so I honestly can't be happy. Miss Sonia. Even so, I'm still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Supreme overload of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all. I shall crush you into dust. Hey, Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. Well, if this doesn't end good news, and if he's fine as days, then, well, it's not bad all in the end. To be fair, we killed a crazy bitch. Yeah. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
It's all go great, Nekomaru. So make it grand, even for those who died. Oh, what the heck? Do I still have the artifacts out of disease? I don't get this at all. Akane. Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to continue our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Did they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? Well, what does that mean? You're blindsided again, aren't you? Boo-hoo. I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body? Boo-hoo. It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I better know about responsibility. You did? What did you do to Nekomaru? What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Oh, shit. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island! Let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for a minute, we kept light on running toward the beach on the first island. Where? We're in the role as Nekomaru.
Hey,
Nekomaru, show yourself! We have to come to pick you up! Please hurry up and come out of hiding! We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again, and so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But, well, what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found. Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? That's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach. What happened? Were you all looking?
Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
Did that voice? With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward our direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing.
Oh, he's a robot.
Name's Nekomaru Nidai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
He doesn't say so. He looks cool. Nine days left, 14. And we haven't even gotten to chapter, haven't even got to chapter 5. Chapter by the ocean scent. Well, I think, nurse's apron. Yep. Please see your current progress. I think with that, we're gonna end it here. Thank you all so much for coming by to this lovely day of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. We're crushing through these fast in terms of sessions. But yeah. Holy cow. That was interesting. God knows. But Nekomaru is back. He's basically a robot this time. But, you know, he looks cool. Mika, however, definitely had something over her. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming by. It's this lovely day of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. Peace, peeps.